Namaskar. Welcome to Ahara Arogya Adhyatma, the light of Samskara. Today we have Pavan Srivatsa, who is a psychologist and also an Adhyatma Jivi. So he has been treating and counseling thousands of people, more than 3,000 people, free of cost. And then he has lighted their mind and made their lives better. And he is, today he is going to tell about how the parenting has to be done. What is the role model? And what do our Upanishads and Puranas say about it? Welcome, Srivatsa. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Namaskar.
Nowadays, the children, we say that they are going astray, they are going in a bad direction, and they are committing lots of crime, and they are overindulging in the bad habits. And this is heard all over. And it is not just the boys, even the girls are doing it. And this is a worrisome matter. But in the past, when we were children, our grandparents, they used to feed us, they used to tell us stories, and so we used to have good thought to our mind and the good food to our stomach. But today, neither they are feeding well, the servant is feeding, and then nothing is there to the brain except looking into the mobile. So where the people are going wrong in the parenting and how they have to rectify? What do you say about it?
The one thing I would like to say here is the involvement of parents in parenting the child. Why are there old age homes these days? Why are there kindergartens where they are giving admissions for children who are as less as 2.5 years old? It has become a business because they are having vitamin M, money, but they are not having quality time to spend with the children. They want to make sure that they earn money so that they fulfill the materialistic needs and wants and forgetting about the emotional needs and wants. As a result of which, people who are old, who are in need of empathy, who are in need of communication, who are in need of support, are not getting it the right time. As a result of which, these people, are children especially, are suffering today due to childhood depression, childhood anxiety, and things like that. I have been seeing it from time to time.
Yeah.
Because they don't have time to spend, they have money to spend instead of time.
Yeah. So they think that just taking them to mall and showing some things and feeding ice cream and getting everything, that will be. That's not going to give the samskara. The samskara is taking away the wrong habits from the child and inculcating the good habits. So the habit, if you take the spelling, if you take H, a bit remains. If you take A, bit remains. If you take B, it remains. So we say in Kannada, huttu guna, hugudru hogalla, sutru hogalla. So here what has happened is they get into the wrong habits in the childhood, and whatever they learn at the age of 3, it will remain till 100 years. And that is the problem. And Lord Macaulay, when he came in 18th century, he was stunned at the people in India. And he went back and said, I have gone through the length and breadth of Bharat, India. I have not seen a single thief and single liar. And that was the samskara taught to them through the Puranas and the Harikatha and Upanishads. So what do you say about it?
Very true, ma'am. When India was the Bharat, Samskriti was there. Now they gave us the name India and the Britishers left. Their ideologies are still staying with us. What we are thinking right now is financial independence is the ultimate goal of life. They are studying well. Individuals are studying well so that they live their occupational life and the materialistic life the best way possible. But when it comes to the life as a whole institution, they are failing in it. Because they are not being introduced to the manual that teaches us what life is and how to live. It is said well, and today's science is proving it to be true. We knew it way back then, where what the pregnant woman sees, perceives, and digests, like how she eats food, even what she sees, and what she reads will have an impact on the child inside, the fetus inside.
True,
Now,
true.
we take an example of Prahalada, where Narayana was the first word he heard and he remembered it till the last.
Correct.
Now they are saying it in the form of researches, and now we are, as psychologists, developing programs to help people who are pregnant to take care of their womb so well by giving it the right energy they need, and to
Yeah.
make sure that pregnancy is going to be happening so
Yeah.
that the child will be born with a little bit of positive energy even before it sees this
That is called as a Garbha Samskara.
Garbha
It's a
samskara.
Garbha Samskara. Okay, go
Yes,
ahead,
yes,
please. Go ahead.
yes. This is the first thing. The second thing is the present trend is like double income, no kids. They are
Dink.
thinking of, yeah, dink. They are thinking of getting married, going to their offices, earn a lot of money, come back home, spend that money where? On medical bills. There are people on the other side who are who are bearing children and are giving it to the people who are not having children as adoption. And there are the third type of people who are parenting cats, dogs, and other animals and
Yes.
are not wanting human beings as their children. Why?
Okay.
Because of what the generational trauma is. They want the generational property, they don't want the generational problems.
No,
They
I
don't want
think
the
it is. I
generational
think
philosophy.
it is because of the westernization and aping at the West in a blind way. See, they
Yes,
think
very
that is
true, very true.
fashion and that is good. But what they don't realize is our human race and our race has to progress. We have to have the children and then inculcate all our traditions and parampara in them and make them samskari. And the personality development means whatever they learn, they have to remember till the end. For this, I would like to tell you a story. A
Yes, ma'am.
great cardiologist.
Ah,
I was walking with him and then discussing. He was already 80 years old at that time, and I was around 60 plus. And then when I came, towards the food court, I said, Pehle aap,
mhm.
Dr. Rahmatullah. Then he said, no, you first. I said, no, sir, you are senior, you first. He said, if I push a woman behind and go ahead, my mother will not forgive me. And I was stunned. He's 80 years, his mother must be 100 years. I said, your mother is still alive, sir. He said, no, wherever she is, she will not forgive me. So this is the samskara the mothers used to give. And that is how, their behavior with the women, the people around, the manners, etiquettes, everything used to be so fine because of the parenting. But today that
Yes.
is lacking. What do you say?
That is very true, ma'am. Because nowadays, what way of parenting the parents are doing is something that is showing a lot of red flags. One
Okay.
being, there are three parameters out of many that I will be specifying here because of the time constraints. One is controlling. They are either
Yes.
controlling too much or not at all controlling. They are being very
Oh,
strict.
both are not
Dictatorship
good.
kind of a parenting, where there is a lot of punishments. We will talk about it detail sometime else.
Hmm.
Controlling too much is going to make the child behave the wrong behavior in the absence of the parents. Let us say
Okay.
smoking or watching TV or playing games on phones. In the absence of the parents, they do it. Instead, if the parent shows that he or she is feeling bad because of the child's behavior, the child will feel, I shouldn't do it, maybe. Inducing thoughts like that is a right way of parenting.
Okay.
Controlling too much
But
or not at all control.
here I
Yes,
would like to tell, it
yes,
is
ma'am.
so shocking. My daughter came and told me the
Hmm.
parents, they're drinking along with the daughter who is only in a college. And
Yes, yes.
they try to say, what to say that what she's doing is right
Normalize it.
because no, instead of drinking behind us, there she's drinking in front of us. That is better. So this sort of nonsense they have to remove from their head. Wrong is wrong, whether do in front of you or behind you or wherever it is. So they have to be like Rahmatullah rather than the wrong cases.
Very
Yeah,
true.
please
Very
go
true.
ahead. Yeah.
When there is a lot of controlling, they do it the other way. When there is no controlling at all, the father and the son will start smoking the cigarette with the same
Together.
lighter.
Yeah.
Yes. The second thing is warmth or the empathy, what I say, right? Being too empathetic. Oh, is it difficult for you? Is it very difficult for you to go to school today? Don't go. On the other side, I don't care how you are feeling. You should be doing what is supposed to be done. I don't care how you are feeling about it. Rather than saying it's okay to feel about it, but it's our duty to do it, by explaining it to them, showing them the warmth, at the same time being assertive is very important.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
second thing. And the
Yes.
third thing is being overprotective or not at all protective.
Yeah.
If you are being overprotective, like how I came across a meme on one of the social media where people from my generation, when it was a parent teachers meeting, teachers and parents used to sit with the child and they used to scold the child. Now, the present generation is like the parent and the student are scolding the teacher.
Oh my God.
That is what it is. The protectiveness is so
Okay.
much with the parent that they both are going together and scolding the teacher themselves. There is a
Okay.
very good saying in Kannada. There is a good song in Kannada which goes like, Guruvina gulamanaguva tanaka doreyadanna mukati. We have no guru today.
Yeah.
We only have a guri which can be fulfilled by money.
Yeah.
Until you earn money and until you have it, you have an identity. Once it
So
is gone,
they want to fulfill it with the vitamin M and vitamin I.
yeah,
Vitamin M is the
very,
money, vitamin I is influence. They think they can get anything. But what they
yes,
don't realize is vitamin N A deficiency is spoiling their children and they are
yes,
dying suddenly in the prime of their life because material things are not going to change their mindset. And if the
very true.
mindset has to be changed, it is not the material, it is the mind and what you
Mind.
feel in that mind that is very important. So,
Yes,
vitamin N means giving everything to them, not saying no to anything. And
yes.
recently, you might have seen, just because the mother took away the mobile, that girl committed suicide. So, this sort of horrible thing is there because of the deficiency of the vitamin N. Please
There
go
is
ahead.
another case. There is another case that I came across in 2020 or 21, where a child, a son, murders his father for not giving him
Oh my
mobile to
God.
play PUBG.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
See, this is the intensity of the situation. How
Addiction.
are we be
Addiction.
parenting? Yes. How are we parenting the children? You expressing your emotion without any dams built to it, without any filters to it, without teaching them how to express their emotions.
Okay.
That is to be taught. How?
Okay.
Not by teaching them, but by showing them how to do it.
Okay.
They will not do what you say, they'll do what you do. Right?
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
we should
Absolutely.
lead the example as parents. We should lead the example, is what I would like to say to the parents.
Okay. So here I would like to ask you questions and rapid fire your answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Mobile should be given or not to be given to the children?
No.
No. And giving the junk food and then feeding them when the child is looking into the mobile?
Please, no.
No. And telling the stories and teaching them the good moral values? Yes. Very
Please,
much
yes.
yes.
Please,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. And
Teach them
then
Ramayana and Mahabharata.
hugging the children when they are
Yes,
happy or when they are sad. Either
yes,
the time when you hug the child, oxytocin is released not only in
yes,
you and also the child, so they get the confidence and then the profoundness. So if they
yes,
want the child to grow well, give the
yes.
tips to them. Yeah.
One thing I want to say here, ma'am. When I was a kid, I still remember it visually and all my senses still experience it. My mom used to carry me like this and walk.
Oh,
Today, when the child and the mother is being discharged from the hospital, they'll give a basket in which they have to carry the child.
okay.
The
Yeah.
physical touch of the mother will make the child feel two things: trust
Mm.
and
Yeah.
empathy,
Yes.
emotional
Yes.
understanding of the situation. Nowadays, children are not having that empathy
Mm.
or trust
Okay.
because the motherly touch is not there. Make sure
Okay.
that you are giving that physical and emotional touch to the
Touch.
child.
Yes, yes, yes.
Please make sure that you carry your child with pride, is what I
Yeah,
say to the parents.
correct, correct. And then make the child feel proud about you also. It is
Yes, yes,
both. It is the
yes,
mutual. So I
yes,
would
yes.
like to say that, the parenting is not only showering the affection and the love on the children, at the same time rectifying their mistakes in time, so that,
Yes, but
they don't go for the wrong things in their life. And this is
mm,
extremely important. And the
mm,
children should be obedient, and they must realize that the parents are the actual gods that they are seeing. So the
yes,
God should behave like gods and not like the demons to destroy the future of the child.
very
So
true, very true.
ultimately, what are the tips and tricks that you would like to tell the parents?
Number one, there are people who say treat your child like a friend. Please don't. If you are treating your children like friends, they'll not find friends outside of the house. They'll start finding fathers and mothers outside of the house, which is a big
Okay.
red flag. Number two, make sure that you are aware of what your children are doing and not spying on them.
Okay.
Number three, when your child is doing something wrong,
Mm,
punish. When
mm.
your child is doing something right, praise. When your
Correct.
child is achieving something, make sure that you give the support. When your child is lagging behind in a few things, make sure that you are giving the child what it needs to perform better.
Yes.
Rather than saying it's okay to everything and punishing the child's future by being good in the present. Like how Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, Agre Amritamiva, in the beginning it will be nectar like, very sweet. Pariname Vishamiva, as a result of which it becomes like a venom. It
Correct.
spoils you.
Correct.
Tat
Correct.
Sukham Tamasam Smritam. That kind of happiness, Arjuna, is tamasic in nature.
Correct.
Instead, Agre Vishamiva, in the beginning it is very hard. I feel so happy to be being parented like this. Agre Vishamiva, I used to be afraid of my father. He used to look at me like this and I used to do my homework.
No,
Agre Vishamiva.
but for me, my father was so good, till the end,
Uh,
I never disobeyed him. Everything I followed. And as far as I remember, in my life of 70 years, he never scolded me once. And that parenting is also there. That is the reason I'm asking. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, he led an example. He led an example.
Yeah.
Agre Vishamiva, Agre Amritamiva, Agre Vishamiva, Pariname Amritamiva. In the beginning, it will be very hard. Pariname Amritamiva, it will give you nectars. Tatsukam
Correct.
Satvikam Smritam.
Correct.
There is another saying which goes like, the journey to the hell is heaven, and the journey to the heaven is like hell. So we should make sure that we are giving them an introduction about how the outside world is
Hmm.
naturally.
Correct.
We shall not fake them with by
Yes.
giving them the fantasy world. Let us not build on
So,
their
so
fantasy side.
over protection, over saying indulgence is not good for the children, and that is not a good parenting. That's what you're
Yes,
telling.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, yeah. So thank you very much for a wonderful talk with you, and then you have given such wonderful tips to the parents, and thank you very much.